Hello, everyone.
Oh, hi.
We're out of focus. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Granny by Nature crochet vlog.
Or Crochet by Granny.
Whatever you prefer. Crochet by Granny if you're nasty.
Oh.
My name is Maddie. This is my mom, Janet, and it's market day.
Yeah.
We are on our way. Go ahead.
We just packed up the car.
Yes. It's a lighter pack up today. Much lighter pack up.
We don't have the weights. We don't have the tables. We don't have the tent or the sides.
Yeah. We are going to be under a pavilion today at a picnic table. So we just needed tablecloths, chairs, table decor, and our inventory. So we're pretty excited about that. Should be an easy load in. That looked like I was giving the finger.
Wagon.
That was fingers crossed. Yeah, we do have the wagon as well. So we're on our way to the duck derby. It's a beautiful day out today.
Quack.
It rained like hell the last few days, but especially yesterday.
Last night was torrential.
Yeah.
We did not want to go out for last call.
Yeah, even like into the night. Like I went to bed probably like 1 a.m. and it was still like winding down.
I think it was raining till, it was supposed to rain till 5. I was up at like 6:30.
Yeah. So we are going to be close to the river today.
Yeah.
So
we're going to be hopefully not rolling on the river.
Hopefully it's not too muddy. I mean, under the pavilion, it's concrete, but just getting the stuff there, hopefully it's not going to be muddy. So we'll see how it goes. But we're going to be there in like a few minutes. We are not far away at all. So
yeah,
we got to unload everything, move the car.
This is the Wallkill River.
Yes, the Wallkill River.
It runs from south to north.
Isn't that weird?
Yes.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
There's like only a few rivers anywhere that do that, right?
Yeah.
It's wild. So that's a fun little fact. I still feel like we're out of focus here, but
we might be.
I don't know. I'm actually wearing my contact lenses today, so
oh, make sure you got those sunnies on.
That's right.
We don't want no migraines.
All right, we'll be back in a bit.
Oh, it's setup time.
Yeah.
Looking good.
So we had one 8-foot picnic table.
Oh, hi.
To try and squeeze everything in. Luckily, we were able to put the bucket shelves, 2 of them, on the bench in front of the table.
I spy husband.
Yes, we got those ducks on display, right front and center.
Good job. Crush the head. We just got back from the market and we are exhausted.
Yes.
Is this the crochet vlog or the regular vlog?
I think it's the crochet vlog, right?
Okay, I guess.
We flopped at filming during the market.
There was such loud music and it was very busy.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun, though. We had a great time.
Yeah, we had a great time. My social battery is drained, though, right now.
Every time we go to that town, we have a good time. Everyone is so nice.
When we were driving up there, I was just like, this town is a real community.
It is.
They love each other as neighbors, and they really come together when they have events. It's always well attended.
Yes.
Everybody's happy. No one was sad.
Yeah, we had a really good time. I'm just tabulating some numbers right now. We had an awesome day.
Sorry. I'm going to eat my hot dog. I have a vegan hot dog with my name on it, so
yeah.
I'm going to eat that.
To talk about how it went, and how we did, and what we sold.
Yeah, in the market wrap-up.
We'll have the whole breakdown.
Which is going to be another day, but it's not for you. It's just going to be a few seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
It's after the market.
It's a few days later. We've had time to recover.
Barely.
Well, we had Mother's Day the day after.
Which was wonderful.
It was a lot of fun, but as a kid, it's a lot of work. A kid, you know what I mean? Because, you know, there's extra cooking and whatnot, but it's all worth it. And
of course it is.
I'm glad you had a good time.
I had a wonderful time.
Yeah. Saturday night was crazy because after I got home from the event, I gave myself a little bit of time. I watched Hacks and The Studio with my husband. I didn't even crochet during that, which is unusual for me, but I was just like tired and I knew I still had a long night ahead of me. So after that, I had to bake a cake. I made the filling for my garbage bread, which I'm very happy to report came out delicious.
Yes.
And yeah, I think I finished up cooking and cleaning up after cooking around like 10 p.m.
Wow, early night.
Well, then I crocheted after that.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a crazy weekend. But I feel really good about how the whole thing went. So
yeah, well, it really turned out well.
It's a relief.
We survived.
We survived. We thrived. We had a good time. Okay, so I know you guys want to hear how the Duck Derby went.
Oh boy.
So this was the 4th annual Duck Derby. It's the first time we were there. We were very, very fortunate and lucky to be asked to be a vendor there.
Right.
I think we talked about this a little bit, but I just want to reiterate, like, there were only 3, like, small business vendors there. There was a soap maker. There was my sister-in-law who was selling her book and a little craft to go along with it. And there was us.
Right.
And then they had different organizations from the town, like selling food, like a bake sale, different things like that. They had a bunch of activities throughout the event, so it wasn't just the duck race. Unfortunately, they weren't able to do the actual duck race on the river.
That was a bummer.
Because it had rained so much the last few days leading up to it. So the river was just like crazy. There were so many times where we saw gigantic trees. Logs, like actual trees basically going down the river. I mean, like they were moving quickly. So it definitely was not safe for the kayakers to be out there to do this.
Right.
Or it would have polluted the river to have all those rubber ducks in there and then they couldn't wrangle them all.
Right.
So I think it was smart that they made the decision not to do
I agree.
the actual race. So
it was very windy as well.
Yeah. Instead, everybody had their little tickets. We have ours still. And each ticket had a number on top with your duck number. And they just did a drawing to see who was going to win. And the prizes were good. We did not win. I mean, we won.
We won in other ways.
But, yeah, the prizes were like $500, $250, $100. So that was nice. They also had the raffles. So it was a really nice day. Let's see. What else do we want to discuss about it before we get into what we sold? So it was really windy. We were under a pavilion, but it was really, really windy.
And cold.
It's funny because it felt so cold on our side of the pavilion. But Sean was saying when he went on the other side, it was like a huge temperature difference just because of like the angle of the sun coming in.
Right. Well, we were in complete shade.
Yeah, we were in complete shade. And if we just stepped 2 feet out from under the pavilion, it was so warm under the sun. It was beautiful. We're not complaining. I'm just telling you the conditions. But like the wind kept blowing and like knocking things over.
We actually were using hot hands.
We were. Yeah, Sean kept telling me like how soft I was.
Yeah.
My body does not do well in I was gonna say extreme temperatures, but not even extreme temperatures. Just like any temperature other than like 75, my body's like, it's too hot or it's too cold. So
oh, you're such a granny.
Yeah, what can I say? The wind, while it felt very windy, for some reason our plushie placement like worked out. We moved a few things just because they kept falling over, and once they were in their new spots, they were good. But yeah, we didn't have too many plushies going tumbling down, except we just had to hold on to that back row on the risers a few times where there's some big gusts.
That was mostly preventative because they weren't really falling that much.
Yeah, so that was nice. I feel bad for my sister-in-law because she had some stuff on her table like in frames and like light signs and stuff that kept falling over.
Yeah.
But we did what we could with the tape. But it was really, really fun to have family there. Not only my sister-in-law vending next to us, my oldest niece was there the whole time. She's so fun. She's getting to be that age where she's like...
Fun?
Well, I mean, like, she's a really good helper, but she's also, like, fun to hang out with. And...
So she's not crabbing, in other words.
Yeah, she was really having a good time, and it was good to see her enjoy. And then we also had a lot of family come and visit and stop by, so that was fun, too. I did give out a few plushies to my niece. And well, actually, it was 2 of my nieces got some goodies.
Because you're a good aunt.
Yes. I can't say no to them.
No.
So that was fun. Yeah, it was a great time. It was quick. We had sales before the event started. which was exciting. It's always fun when that happens because you're like, ooh, it's going to be a good day. The
event was only 4 to 4.5 hours.
Well, actually, technically it was from 12 to 4, but most people were packing up and heading out around like...
3:45?
Actually even like 3:30, because without the race, they did the drawing a little bit earlier than the race would have been done. And that was pretty much like the end of the event. So there were still some people doing last minute shopping after the drawing, but it was a fast and furious event. It was quick, but
it was
very, very busy. So we're again very grateful that we were asked to be there. Hopefully we will be asked back again because we would love to do it. Should we get into...
Let's get into the numbers.
Okay.
That's what everybody wants to know.
I also want to apologize that there was so little market footage, but they were playing music the whole time, which is great. I love it. It's fun when you're an attendee and you're, you know, it's a good vibe. Good vibes only. Yeah. But it just isn't ideal for filming. So.
And the wind also made it impossible. That's why we have a voiceover for the wind part.
Yeah. But, yeah, my apologies on the lack of actual market footage, but it just wasn't going to be good.
No.
But let me tell you guys how we did. So I have my logbook here. So we did make it onto...
I think you're out of focus because it's focusing. Oh. No. Now you're okay. No one can read that.
No, I'm just showing you guys how I like to do it. So we do write down every single item that we sell because, again, with the two of us doing it, we want to make sure...
to keep track.
We want to make sure we're keeping track of who sold what because we do split it depending on what sold. We don't just do like an even halfway split. No. So if you made the item, you are getting the money for the item. So we try to keep very close track of that. So then
we usually split the table fee and the insurance and everything.
We split all that equally.
Yeah, but there was no table fee today, so
yeah, that's
we still
wild.
split it evenly.
Yeah. I could definitely see there being a table fee for this event in the future. More than happy to pay it because I love that town. I love the people.
We always do very well there, and we always have a great time.
Yeah. So let's get into it. After we do that, I like to come up with a list and just consolidate what sold so we don't have to go through like each individual sale. So
if we have a picture, we'll put it up on the screen.
Yes, and we sold a lot of new items, so I'm gonna have to be texting you a lot of pictures later. I hope we have pictures of all of the new items.
I don't know if we do, but if we don't, I will insert a picture of the pattern.
Okay.
You know, the pattern picture.
Okay. And pretty much all of these patterns should be linked in either volume 1 or volume 2 of the Google Doc. Okay. So we sold a total of 109 items.
Wow.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned in the video before this, we did not bring anything over $40. We wanted to keep everything very affordable. We only had one $40 item, but we had a lot of lower price options in the $5 to like $15 range. A lot of new stuff. Okay, you know I always like to start with the keychains. So let's see the total number of keychains. You got to do quick math.
Oh no.
So I think we sold 14 keychains total, which is pretty good because that's right there. $140. We sell all of our keychains for $10 no matter what it is.
Right.
It's just easier that way.
Yeah.
So sometimes we might be... So I don't really feel like we're shortchanging ourselves on any of them.
I don't think so.
But like some of them are definitely more work than others. But it all kind of...
It all balances out.
Yeah. So we do $10 for each of those. But we sold 2 of your new frog keychains. Little cable and canvas frog from the Mushroom Pop.
Right. Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. You didn't even know what was going on.
No, I didn't.
We sold 1 of the Leggy Froggy keychains. So that was one of mine. Most of the keychains you make, but I just have a few that I contribute. We sold 1 of your bee keychains. We sold 2 of your new rubber duck keychains.
Oh, I didn't think any of them sold.
Yeah, 2.
I really must have been out of it.
The ducks, let me just say.
I was just trying to keep the hair out of my face.
Yeah, the ducks were popping at this event.
Oh, they were. Well, I mean, that's the...
Well, you were like, I don't know how many ducks you should make.
Yeah.
We should make ducks.
Well, why don't you tell about, or did we already tell about what happened with the bag of ducks?
Okay, so as we were unpacking and getting things in our, you know, where we wanted them on the table, I'm like, I thought I made more rubber ducks than this.
Oh, you
I
did?
did. Also, my little chicks with the frog hat keychains.
Right.
I had made like 10 new ones. We didn't bring them.
No.
We had a whole other little like shopping bag full of the chicks with the frog hat keychains and the little rubber ducks for $10.
It's because they were on a dining room chair pushed in.
Yeah, we didn't have them.
We didn't see them.
Yeah, I still had a decent number of the rubber ducks, but I think I only had like one or two of the chick keychains.
Mm-hmm.
But the rubber ducks, we'll get into the rubber ducks in a minute, but it's definitely a bummer we didn't have them.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the end of the world.
No.
Okay. I was kicking myself though. I was like, really? We forgot those for the duck event?
Yeah.
But anyway, 2 of your rubber duck keychains. 1 chick with the frog hat keychain. 1 mushy pop keychain.
Yeah, mushy pop.
Yep. 3 of your ladybug keychains. That's your pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
1 corn keychain.
Oh, corn, finally.
Yeah. Isn't it funny you've sold more corn keychains outside of the corn festival?
I sold 0 corn keychains in the corn festival.
Yeah. 1 acorn keychain.
Right.
And 1 mini octo keychain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So those are all the keychains. I think it's a pretty good showing.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have the little $10 mallard ducks.
Right.
Sold 4 of those.
So those were the little, what I call like the bullet.
Yeah, they're like a little...
Well, you'll see in the picture.
They're very quick, very easy,
Mm-hmm.
and people love them. People love,
They do love
mallard
them.
ducks.
They're
and
a
they
good
love that
size
shape.
for kids to hold.
Yeah. We sold your froggy on top of the mushroom.
Right.
Very
Table and
cute.
canvas,
Yep,
yes.
very cute. We should have brought both of those. I think we only brought 1.
Yeah, I don't know why we only brought 1.
I'm sorry. I packed that. I should have put those. We sold...
I'm going to have to make a lot more of those.
Yeah, I think those will be a hit all summer. We sold 4, I think out of 6 of the deluxe ducks.
Yeah.
So I was happy about that. We sold...
How much were the deluxe ducks?
The deluxe ducks were $22 each.
Okay.
Which I think was a fair
I think so.
price point. And people seemed fine with it.
They were deluxe.
Yeah.
They were luscious.
I definitely want to make more of those outside of
Oh, they'll be a hit.
the duck derby. A lot of these duck patterns I think are really cute
All year round.
for non-duck events as well. We sold 1 frogbert.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought those frogberts were going to be lighting the world on fire.
They would be the first thing I would buy at the table.
Yeah. I'm still going to make a bunch. I still have legs ready to go that need to be expanded upon.
Yeah.
I mean, I've sold a few, but I just thought that was going to be a real hot item.
Mm-hmm.
We sold 4 of the axolotls. We sold... Okay, so the rubber ducks. We sold 12. I think we had 12. We sold 12. And that was the one we forgot. We had more at home. I think I had maybe like 4 or 5 more.
Yeah.
The thing is, they sold out fairly close to the end, so it's not like they sold out in the first half hour,
Right.
and then I was just like, oh. So
Yeah. I don't know
really,
how many more you would have sold.
it really didn't hurt in the long run that we left it at home. I'm fine with it. So we were just selling those for $10. Nice little memento from the event.
Yeah.
So 12, I'm happy with.
I feel like it was a bargain.
Yeah, I think that was a good deal. Okay, we sold 5 of the little chicks with the frog hats, not on the keychain.
Right.
We sold 1 of the big chicks with the frog hats. That's with the jumbo size 7 yarn.
Right.
Or weight 7. I always say size 7. Weight
It's a
7.
real chunkster.
It is a chunkster. This was our first time taking the baby rats and the baby possums for a spin, the little QB crochet patterns.
We put them in a little...
like a little tray.
Little tray with their noses sticking up.
Which
and I thought they
loved.
were really well displayed.
I thought it was fun.
They got a lot of attention.
Yeah, so we sold 3 of the baby rats for for $7 each. I thought that was fun. We sold, and 3 of the baby possums. So they did equally well. The baby possums, though, I did charge 8 instead of 7 just because of the color changes. It's a little bit more work. But I'm happy with how they did in their first
I think we should keep them in that display.
Yeah,
because I think that really worked for them.
Agreed. We sold 1 of the small corgis for $18. We sold 5 of the mini octos. The mini octos and the mini whales are still our cheapest items. They're both $5.
Bread and butter.
Yeah. They're still popular. People love them.
Yeah.
We sold 2 of your bullfrogs.
I love those.
$7 each. I
Fatty
love those
frogs.
too. I love the faces on those. I love the shape of those. They're so fun.
They're the Al Capone of frogs.
Hot doggy lips.
Yep.
We sold 1 of the new baby gators.
So cute.
I think those were $10 each.
All of your little baby animals were a huge hit.
Well, we only sold 1 of those, and I think we only sold 1 baby hippo. But again, this is their first time out.
Right. This wasn't a huge market.
Yeah, you also made a good point when we were talking about it before that a lot of people wanted ducks at this event.
Right.
So people that normally would buy other things were like, I want a duck. So there are, some of these items will do better at other events.
And larger events, because there's a lot of kids who figure out, I could get 2 small items.
Yeah.
Instead of spending my whole wad of cash on 1 big item.
True. Yeah, so the baby gator, only 1. 2 of the yellow chicks, which are from the same pattern pack as the mallards that we saw earlier. We sold 8 of your tiny turtles.
Yeah, tiny turtles.
The tiny turtles never miss. Yeah, we had 8 and we sold 8.
And I have no more upstairs, right?
Yeah, you need to make more for this weekend. Yeah. So those those are also $5 in addition to the octos and the whales. And people love
That's
the
like
tiny
the lost
turtles.
leader item. Whoa.
We sold your couch potato.
Yeah, it went to a good home.
Couch potato. Yeah, it went to one of the ladies that is on the
board for
organizing
organizing
these events.
Yeah,
she is so sweet.
She is a sweetheart. She bought so much stuff that day.
Yeah, she is so nice.
She must have come back 3 separate times to buy stuff.
Well, she also just wanted to come back and look at stuff too. She was so nice. So she bought the couch potato. We sold that for $28, and this was its first time out.
Including potato.
Yeah, the couch and the potato for $28. We sold the big alligator for $25. So that is the not the baby gator, but that other alligator that I do.
Right,
but
medium,
in jumbo yarn.
But in jumbo.
Yeah. We sold and that was $25. I know I'm not giving prices for everything, but I think some of them it's interesting to hear how much they are. The duck with the floaty we sold, and that one was part of a big order. There was one family that spent like $100 in their order.
It was over
and I was just
100.
Like, it was like 101.
Yeah.
But they were so sweet.
Yeah.
And that is the Crochet Grove duck with the frog floaty, the pool floaty.
Impeccable stitches, by the way. Hats off to you on that one.
Thank you. That one I made once before in the Michaels yarn. This was the first time in the Posh yarn. It came out a little bit smaller, so I knocked down the price from $40 to $35, and it sold. We sold 2 of the new Crochet Grove Brontos in this Posh yarn.
Adorable.
And I love them. I'm so excited to make more. Those we sold for $18 each. We also sold the one, same pattern in the Big Twist plush yarn, the variegated pastel, my favorite plush yarn.
And by the way, we're green with envy at all of these Joanne Hall videos. And we tried so hard to get the Varg pastel plush. And guess what? It is in enormous quantities in these videos.
Yeah, it's killing me. I'm really happy for everybody whose Joanne is still open and they're still getting yarn deliveries from the warehouses, but I'm also like,
Yeah, exactly.
Because ours is like closed.
The doors are shut and locked and the lights are off.
And the sign on the window says thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm happy for you guys, but it hurts to watch.
It does hurt.
Okay. I mean, 50% off. All you guys who have that, go out there and get that yarn.
I'm surprised people aren't going out there and, like...
back up a truck.
Yeah, exactly, because that is exactly what we would be doing.
Yeah, such a good deal. So the plush Bronto. This one was $30 because it was quite a bit bigger, and it went to such a nice family.
It did.
So yeah, my girl went home. She went to her forever home.
Forever home.
I do have enough, I believe, to make another one in that yarn. So,
well, good on you.
I think it's going to that Bronto because I need it. I need another one.
Yeah.
I might need to make one for me. I don't know.
I was just gonna say, are you keeping it for yourself?
I just love it so much. Okay, so we also sold 2 of your avocados. Oh, Lammy's playing with her pickle.
She loves that pickle.
Yeah, 2 of your avocados. I believe they're $15 each.
Who knew avocados would be so popular?
Honestly,
she's really going to town.
yeah, she's like biting it. A lot of people love avocados, but specifically, a lot of people start their babies
That's like their
on
first food.
Avocados, right? That's one of the starter foods. So I'm not surprised that a lot of babies are like, ooh, avocado.
I know. I never gave Kristen avocado.
Yeah. I mean, I think avocados are more popular now than
they
used to be.
Well, I think they were a little bit more exotic back in the day. Like
They're more readily available now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So avocados are a hit. We sold 3 of the sea turtles. The little... I'm actually working on more right now.
Yeah.
Here's a head. These are by the Friendly Red Fox. It's a free pattern on her blog. And it's honestly one of our best sellers of all time.
Oh,
so,
yes. Well, that and the rats.
Yeah. The sea turtles are always amazing. I also gave one of the sea turtles to my niece. She picked it out. It was the green one that I made a while back with the Zaddy Crafts yarn.
Oh.
So she wanted that green on green turtle.
She sussed out that Zaddy yarn.
Yeah. She said, give me that Zaddy yarn.
It's so soft.
We sold 3. And the sea turtles are $15 each. We sold 3 of the Leggy Froggies for $7 each. They're still selling.
Always a winner.
Yep. We sold 2 out of 2 Duck Lovies from the Mama Made Minis book.
These were hot. These sold early on.
Yeah, one of them, one of the ladies that was running like the craft table for the kids, she came over before, like while we were setting up, and she was like looking through our bags to see what we had. I was cool with it.
Yeah.
I don't mind when
fine with
people
that.
do that.
No.
As long as they're not being like...
manhandly.
Yeah, she was really nice
Yeah.
about it. So I was like, yeah, look through, see what you like. Because she was going to be doing stuff during the event.
Right.
She couldn't come back until the end.
Right.
But she saw it.
She wanted to get in there and get stuff put away before it got
Yeah,
sold.
we were able to put it away behind the table for her. She bought a few things. She was awesome. And then another one, the other one somebody was looking for.
We didn't even have it out.
Yeah, we didn't have it out, but they were like, oh, I'm looking for like a baby gift to have, a family member
No, it was for
on the
their
way.
baby, I thought, for a 10-month-old baby.
Oh, was it?
She said, I need something from a 10-month-old baby that's easy to carry around.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm getting stories mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were like, well, we have this. And they're like, that's perfect. I want it.
Yeah, in 2 seconds, she was like, sold.
Yeah, I love those. I can't wait to make more. Those were $32 each.
Right. In fact, we treated ourselves
Well,
to... All right, we're not saying that yet.
We'll say it then. So we sold 2 of your mini loaf cats for $8
Right.
each. That's a nice little under $10 item.
Yeah, they're like, meh.
What, you're over it?
I'm over the loaf cat situation, but people still seem to be interested, so I'll make a few more, but
Yeah.
I just don't see the appeal.
People love the shape of it. I don't know. I would think you would want something more, like,
Defined?
articulated. You know what I mean? But people just love the loaf.
It's just a lump.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't do the full-size ones, but we do the mini ones.
Yeah.
We sold the
We
bear.
did do the full-size ones, but they didn't sell.
That was before the craze really...
Yeah, maybe.
I also feel like if you had made them in like natural
Colors?
cat colors, they would have... What does she have? Is that her little... She's like playing with her...
What are you doing?
She's got like a baby Bjorn that she hasn't been in yet, but she's like playing with it.
What are you doing here?
Whoa. So pause off.
Whoa.
I think
I'm holding this on top of a battery pack, so like it's slippery.
I think some people do like the fun, funky colors, but when it comes to the cats, I feel like more people want like actual cat colors.
Yeah.
That's just from my own personal experience and from what we've seen, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We sold the one bear with the duck hoodie by Nooks Hooks.
Right.
Very cute. I think this was like, it was either 27 or 28. I don't remember.
It might have been 28.
Yeah. Very, very cute. We sold 3 of the land turtles for $12 each.
Mm-hmm.
Adorable. These are, this is the first time we're offering them in the Posh, Posh yarn. I love the colors. I think they're really vibrant.
Did you have butterfly pea flower ones?
I think I did, yeah. I also had some green and brown.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun combos. I still have more combos that I want to do for that.
But no pee-pee poopy.
No pee-pee poopy. No yellow brown. We sold 1 of your dumpling cats. I think it was $15.
Mm-hmm.
I see that shape I prefer over the loaf cat. There's no hate against the loaf cat. I think the loaf cats are cute.
No.
But if I was going to pick between the two, I would prefer the dumpling shape.
Yeah.
We sold 3 of the mini whales for $5 each.
Mm-hmm.
Always a hit.
Mm-hmm.
We sold 2 of your Paula the Octopus by All From Jade.
Always a hit.
Yeah, that octopus is just, I love it. The
That's
shape
perfection.
of it, because it's more realistic to an actual octo.
One little boy bought it because it's very similar to a kraken.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was a very sweet interaction.
Right.
So yeah, you sold 2 of the smaller ones, so they were $15 each. I think one was with Mystical and one was with Posh.
Correct.
Yeah. We sold 3, oh I already said the baby possums, yep. We sold 1 of these small dogs for $10. This is the...
Natial.
Yeah, Artisan Natiel, or Natiel on YouTube, free tutorial. She's got a bunch of different breeds on there.
Mm-hmm.
Just a heads up, I find the best-selling breeds for those are the Beagles and the Wiener Dogs.
Right.
But there's still a few other ones that I haven't tried. But the Pugs will sell every once in a while. The Boston Terriers will sell every once in a while. But people really love the Wiener Dogs and the Beagles.
Mm-hmm.
We sold your Snorpy.
Oh, Snorpy!
Snoopy.
Word sticks all alone now.
I know, you're gonna have to make another Snorpy.
Yeah.
For $25, I believe.
Yeah.
Very, very cute. We sold 2 of these small Mabel chickens.
Right.
For $7 each. We sold 1 of the new small lobsters by Gee Beans Crafty.
Right.
I don't think I put the other the bigger lobster out.
No, we didn't.
Jade one.
We didn't.
We didn't have room for it this time, but Larry will have his day.
Yeah.
But the Gee Beans Crafty lobsters got a lot of attention. We sold one.
They're good size.
And I also gave one to one of my other nieces. Right. She was holding up the red one and the blue one. She was trying to figure out, and she ended up going with the red one.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a cutie.
She is a cutie.
Yeah. Then I sold a custom order for this bird and this fish. I've made this set. I think this is the 4th time I've made this set. Mm-hmm. If you guys have been watching for a while, you're like, we get it. But this is for...
So cute!
This is to go along with my sister-in-law's book that she was selling. And my mother-in-law's neighbor, mm-hmm. who is also like on the planning committee for a lot of the town's events, mm-hmm. she bought this for her grandsons because she also bought my sister-in-law's book, and she wanted this to go with it.
I'm telling you, you guys got to get together and start making up some sets.
We got to do like a gift set.
Yeah.
I got to get on that. The only problem is I'm running out of this blue color.
I know.
So
we're going to have to try and find a blanket yarn that...
Well, I was considering
similar.
Switching over to the mystical yarn for these patterns.
Right.
Because the art style of the book is kind of like a watercolor vibe, so yeah. I think the mystical would look really nice. The only thing is, I think I would have to charge a little bit more because they're going to come out
a little bigger,
and the yarn is a little more expensive.
But the blue's going to be also not as sharp and beautiful
I
as
do
that
love
one.
these colors for this.
Yeah.
And these are linked in the Google Doc. We've talked about these patterns quite a bit. But yeah, this order is going to be going out this week.
Your embroidered eyes on those really bring out the personality.
Oh, thank you. I've been adding the white on the sides.
I think it works.
Sometimes I do both sides. Sometimes I'll do one side. But I think the white really makes it pop when you do the embroidery.
You're right.
So, I've been having fun with that. She paid at the event, and then we also had a custom order for beaver keychains, which you are taking on. She did not pay yet, which is why I didn't include it in the roundup, but I guess I kind of did.
This is just the tester one.
Yeah, which we'll be talking about that more in the next video when we show our makes for this week. But yeah, we did have quite a few custom orders come in through this event, which we usually don't charge until they're done.
Right.
But because I'm friends with this customer, she paid at the event. Okay, we also sold one of Madeline May Coe's unicorns. And I want to say she was either 16 or 18. I want to say 16.
Yeah.
She was a little bit on the smaller side, but she had a lot of hair.
A lot of hair, yeah.
And that takes some time. We sold one of the medium alligators for 15. That is in the mystical yarn now because it's been so hard to get this color. This is what I usually make those alligators in, the agave. I just so happened to get this skein from you the other day.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose between making...
We did a swap.
We did do a swap. I also use this for turtles a lot, and I feel good about making those alligators in the mystical. I still want this for the turtles, so... Right now we're doing alligators and mystical.
I think it works better.
I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
Because it almost has like that scaly, different color look.
The dimension.
Yeah, it's dimensional. We sold your Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash.
Pony. Pegasus.
I believe Rainbow Dash went to the lady who bought the couch potato.
Yes. Amazing. That was our big ticket item of the day, the $40 item. And I think that's a pretty good deal for $40.
It was. There was a lot of work with the tails.
Yeah, but we know that Rainbow Dash is going to a very good home.
Yes.
So that makes us happy. And then last but not least, we sold one of the new baby hippos for $8. So it was a great day. Like I said earlier, items sold 109. Any day over 100 is like...
It's good.
Crazy. And then our grand sales total was $1,320.
Nice.
Woo! I feel great about it. I was gonna be happy with like
500
anything because again, we did not pay a vendor fee to be there,
and we had no idea what to expect.
Yeah, so I would have been happy with like $200, but like
I feel we do better with the ones that we have no idea how we're gonna do.
That's kind of what it's been going like, but I was thrilled with that. I believe they made a ton of money for the senior class.
Yeah, I think they made over 10,000 at the very least.
Yeah, I think they did well, so I'm really happy that it was a great day, and we had a great time. Obviously, we got to take sales tax, whatever.
Right.
Materials. We don't usually include that in our roundups just because it's like, it's tedious. I don't calculate that.
Right.
Obviously, I calculate sales tax, but that's like a whole other thing.
Right.
I think this time we had more sales in cash than card. We did have quite a bit of card, but I think cash was the king of the day with that.
Yeah, I did have a sweaty wad of cash at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think... because I saw what the square amount was that got transferred to my account. I was like, oh, wow, that's like...
Not as much as the cash.
That's like less than half. So I think cash was the big winner. Oh my god, I'm so scratching this. The big winner.
Stop scratching, daughter.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have like heinous poison ivy right now, and it's slowly killing me. So
no. We're going to have to put you in a mummy suit.
Something, because I've been very good about not scratching the last 2 days, but there was a day or two in there when I was like, I'm so sick of this. And it did not end well because I think I made it worse.
On it.
Yeah, I made it
that numbs
worse.
it.
But anyway. that's it. So
Okay, but what was our treat?
Oh, okay. So if you've been watching for a while, you know anytime we make over $1,000 at an event, we treat ourselves to little charms to make stitch markers for ourselves, which we will be doing. We'll get some charms at Michael's and we'll show you that.
We've already been scoping them out. Lusting over the new class.
I did not know that we were going to get a charm for this event, so that's exciting in itself. But we will show you which charms we pick out in the next video.
Yeah, on Fridays.
But also, we had set a goal for ourselves going into this, and this was a real, like, reach goal.
It was lofty because we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, we told ourselves if we made $1,000 or more, we would get the big bundle of mini...
Mama Made Minis.
Mama Made Minis.
All the minis.
All the mini patterns, because they have a huge bundle when they came out with their new ebook.
Right.
Where you could get all of the mini patterns.
37 patterns.
Right. And it was on sale for like $158, which is expensive.
It is.
But it's 37 patterns.
But they're all winners.
They're all winners. And the fact that we're able to split that is a lot better than just one person paying $158. So we were like, all right, if we make $1,000, we're getting that. I had no idea we were actually going to do it.
Yeah.
So we bought them. I'm so excited to try them out because they're so hot.
They are very hot.
I
do want to do more lovies because...
Yeah, they sell really well.
They do sell
People are always looking for baby gifts.
Absolutely. Handmade baby gifts.
Yeah. Baby showers, christenings, just birthdays, anything. People want baby gifts. So it's definitely worth it to make the lovies. And make sure if you're making lovies, you're embroidering the eyes because you don't want to put safety eyes in there.
Right.
So yeah, we did that. I think one of our future goals, if we hit 1,000 again, or we'll probably have to up it for the bigger events because obviously we're gonna
hit 1,000 like the first hour.
Hopefully. I don't want to assume, but just from past experiences at certain events, I think we need a higher goal. But if we hit one of those future goals, we want to get the ebook to turn the
mods.
To turn them into plushies as well.
That's only $28 though.
But we still need to earn it.
Yeah.
So that's our goal. What else was I gonna say? There was something else. Oh, okay. So if you guys have been following our journey with the Garlic Festival,
oh God,
the application is out. It just came out a few days ago, and I feel overwhelmed.
Same.
This is exactly how I felt last year, and last year we chickened out, and now
it feels like we're gonna chicken out.
We're questioning if we're gonna do it or not. I feel like I'm so sad because I really do want to do it, but it's also really intimidating.
Guys, let us know what you think. It's 2 days.
2 days. It's about an hour 15 away from us.
On a good day.
Yeah.
You have to be there at like 6 also, so that means we would have to like leave the house before 5 a.m.
I know a lot of you guys are like, whatever, I do that all the time. We're not used to that. I'm scared. But also, the booth fee is insane. So it's like, well, again, there's going to be people watching who are like, that's not insane.
All right, it is for us.
For 2 days, it's like, I want to say it was like $280 for the 10 by 10.
Right.
Plus a $50 Wi-Fi fee.
Yeah.
Plus the $50 that we have to pay for insurance.
Is it $50 for insurance or $100 for insurance because it's 2 days?
No, because it will cover 3 days.
Okay.
So it's going to be about $480 just to get in there.
That's a lot just to throw away.
And I do think that the attendance would be good for this event. My issue is if it's a bad weather weekend.
Yeah.
And like nobody shows up.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to throw away.
I'm positive no matter what the weather was, we would break even. But
I want it to be worth it.
Breaking even is a loss. Mm-hmm. Because you have to at least I feel like do 1,500 or to break even because
you're sitting out there all day for 2 days.
Yeah.
I know we already bought garlic patterns, but I'm scared. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I'm scared.
Would be fine
at other things.
Yeah.
I do too, but
I think they're fun. I think they're kitschy.
Yeah. Do you guys think we should go for it or should we not? I'm scared. I don't know.
I mean, how much would we have to make it worth our while?
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
I'm not worried about making it worth our while. I'm just worried about the weather.
I'm worried about weather because you never know. I don't know. Part of me wants to look around and see if there's anything else we can do to take the place of that. That would be a safer bet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm feeling nervous about it.
Yeah, same.
Which is a bummer because we were like, oh, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. And we still might. But
that's a big, big table fee with the Wi-Fi. The insurance we do pay sometimes, so that's not a big deal. But, like, that's more expensive than the Apple Fest. And we know the Apple Fest is
this
fantastic.
is also 2 days.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for watching.
GVO.
Yeah.
Good vibes only.
So much for watching. We'll be back on Friday with what we've been working on this week. So we hope you'll join us for that. And let us know in the comments how your markets have been going so far this year.
Yes. What
you've been working on. Yeah, and special shout out to What's Up Cupcake Bestie.
We loved watching your video this week. It was so much fun.
Thank you so much for the shout outs.
And the kind words. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, and we always have a blast when you show up in our
I know,
at our live streams and chat with us.
Love it.
And your little stitch was so cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
I almost said to you, should we be making stitches?
I mean, we should. The movie's coming out. Plus, Stitch is a cutie. But
yes, but we just bought so many patterns.
My thing with Stitch is also, like, I'm not sure about doing felt eyes because, like, I'm just not confident with it.
We've never done felt eyes.
Never done felt eyes, but I don't know. If there was a way we could get the right shape crocheting eyes, I'd be into that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to say hey to Christine and everybody else who's watching.
Yes.
We really appreciate you guys. So.
And come and check out our live. It's a lot of fun.
It's not crochet based, but we do discuss crochet quite a bit on there.
It's just shoot the S, you know?
The S.
Whatever topic comes up, we just, we talk about whatever anybody wants to talk about, except for bad stuff.
Yeah. So.
No bad stuff allowed.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and until next time, much love.